All right. Okay, so just a couple of things technically first. The beginning, the lower notes, for some reason, it's something to do with the sound system here.
I didn't plug in my mic. I have to do it.
The mic is going to help, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if your systems or the audio settings, did we talk about the audio settings as well?
Yes, but I didn't change anything.
Okay. But I think the mic,
But it is just that the mic is the only difference.
yeah, the mic will help. There's also these audio settings. I don't know if your school has had any talk about online stuff, but
Yeah, they sent a whole document with
okay, good, 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 good. Because I've been updated too. Inspector Sheridan, types of mics, not necessarily need to use mics. The audio settings here,
Oh.
there we go. I disappeared. The advanced audio settings being to disable the suppressing of this persistent background noise and to disable the suppressing of the intermittent background noise. Enable stereo. Well, I don't have that, but anyway. Hopefully that's the same because that should not, if you have that, then it shouldn't matter if you have a mic or not.
Yeah, I put it, yeah, it's on the same thing as last time.
Disable. Okay, good. All right, then, not to worry. So your mic. Next situation, not a big deal, but it's up to you if you want it. Your computer is just a little underneath you, just a little. Did you?
Oh. Yeah, well, I have a different setup. I use my phone and it's usually like over here.
Okay.
Because I was in the.
No worries. It's just little pointing out little things.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. For
No,
the actual videos, it's like.
no problem because it causes you to look down ever so slightly.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, I got it. I love that.
vocally, yeah,
I
good.
haven't warmed up this morning.
Yeah. You know what? You should be always warmed up. You should be able to just wake up and sing Strauss. Just kidding. No, so you could be more, is the word austere? It's not just a small little thing about those vowels, the vowel space. That's it. Coming along. Some beautiful phrases there, right? You can, I'm allowing you to be more austere, if that's the word for it. It doesn't have to be as clean and crisp as something like Mozart or something like that, of which, of course, you're perfect for Mozart and all of those things. But when you're getting into Strauss, getting to your colors by creating that round space, just link a little bit more from what's it called now, word to word. Just link, link, link. The spaces in between the words can just be a deeper, rounder. That's all. Lastly, interpretation, presentation, mood. So to me, it seemed like one mood ish. It was hard for me to read. There was probably stuff going on. It was much more, I would say, musically very good with your phrasing, very musically. But I would say it's hard to figure out what you were feeling, so to speak, in terms of the mood. And maybe it's just a matter of just saying, let's try some other moods instead of just one mood, too, you know? Maybe there's something like in awe or beauty or something like that. That's all. So other than that, I think it's really nice. I think the most important thing for me would be um, just a little bit more space of vowels, not much, but most important is the mood
Okay.
because you're doing an online presentation,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think with that, we're look the camera does pick up certain nuances. I mean, they need to be there in performance anyway, but when you're watching somebody, the full person and the clothing and everything, it's different than this little box, so to speak. So I think if you were doing this for a recording for an audition or like what we're doing right now, you can play a little bit as without taking away from your voice and your vocals and the technique, you can play a little bit more with the ambiance and the mood and what you're trying to do in the magical part. Does that kind of make some sense? Yeah. Okay, so that's what I have to say about that. Um, can we do it again and then we'll move on?
Sure.
We have time, I think, because we only have three things to do. Might not have to do the whole thing. Let's see.
Aus dem Walde tritt die Nacht, aus den Bäumen schleicht sie leise, schaut sich in weitem Kreise, nun
I thought we'd let that run so you had a recording you could listen to. Beautiful. Yeah, very beautiful. I thought that was good. A lot more passion. I think something could be um wow. So I just think, perfect. Don't think some ways that you can get out of seriousness. I think that's it. Get out of serious. That's it. At some point, somewhere, somehow, one day, one phrase, whatever. And for the sound, much better. I think it's second floor finding the space here. It's all good, but I'm just, tweaking more and more and more, right? So just as you're warming up to remember to in there behind the eyes. Okay, moving on. All right, ma'am. Feels good, eh? That was good. Very nice vocally. I was gonna say, okay. UN is sounding a little bit like Did you learn it as I kind of look at it more as
Yeah, I feel like there are a bunch of vowels that are like really like closed, like the like the u sound. So like I'm kind of when it gets to other u's that aren't like that, then I start doing it like that. So I
That's
think that's
right. Yeah, it's a little bit more open. Après un rêve instead of un rêve. Un rêve says wherever you have the So that's just something you should circle. Pronunciation as well. Did you learn not to put the S's on Louis, Inconnu, Divanis, Entrevue, all those?
yeah, that's kind of like a gap in my diction learning. Like what knowing when I'm supposed to add those on and when not to.
Just a second. I have it here? Do I have it here? I will look for that. You could look that up. I mean, what I remember is this book. Have you ever seen this one? It's
Yeah.
ancient. But it would talk about a présent rêve. So I'll look that up for you and let you know. But I remember Louis Zancanua, Divana's Entrevue. I remember those. My what I do, but I could be. I get confused too sometimes, and I have to relook. This song I did quite a bit with some coaching, so I hope I got it right. But it just seemed, sometimes there's options too. People say yes, some people say yes, some people say no.
Yeah.
So let's review those with the aliving the S's. Um, I would say that, yep, it was really nice to feel some joyful feelings. It wasn't big, but it was okay. It was good. It was believable, right? I felt that from you from the beginning. What I thought you could do, because again, it just had this line of sameness in a way, like, oh, okay, this is great, but maybe find where things may change
Hmm.
and think of it in advance. So the reason why you sing Ella is because something happened just before. So, right? Something happened before. You know what I mean? That something happened at the end of your phrase to get into the turn. That would be important. Um, Triste rêver des songes, as if you were doing a poem. Des vers entrevues. Hélas, triste rêver des songes. Rends-moi tes mensonges. Bring me back. I felt that. I did feel that. Reviens, reviens, da 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 da, reviens, ennui mystérieuse. Okay, all that was cool. Yeah. All right, let's move. I think. Do you have any questions about that yourself?
No, I think that's fine. Yeah, I agree with all the things that you said.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just this one particular has an opportunity to experience some of those feelings in the mood. So if you can just get them in there as you're painting this picture, just paint these beautiful colors that you like, and then begin to paint the murky colors and respond, and then be like, bring me back that goddamn dream. That's all I can remember for now. Okay, next.
Oh, oh, okay. happening? Wait, what? Where is everything? Oh, no. Okay. What the?
Okay, I found it whenever you're ready. I found the information
For what was that? Sorry.
for Présent Rêve.
Oh, okay.
I can copy it, I mean, take a picture of it, but it's dans un sommeil, of course. Ton image, tes yeux étaient, I don't know why, but that's what it says here. Tes yeux étaient, ta voix purée, purée sonore. Tu rayonnais comme un ciel, let's see now. On trouverait les murs, that was good. Splendes inconnues, diverses entrevues. Et là, we don't sing the S, do we? Hélas?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But anyway, et là. And he's suggesting breathing marks too. Et là, breathe. Et là, breathe. I don't know about that. Anyway, triste réveil des songes. Je t'appelle, he's suggesting breathe here. Ô nuit remonte mon songe. Reviens, breathe. Reviens radieuse. Reviens, breathe. Ô nuit mystérieuse.
Okay.
I'll picture that for you.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Oh. Okay. Whatever. Okay.
Cool. Nice. What do you think?
I felt the thing that you're talking about, just like it all sounding one way the whole time.
Hey,
That I need to work on.
better though. It's yeah, better. Maybe the more fact you're more aware of it, it was better. It was better. Is it not only is it better, it's just this is a different song. It's an opera aria, right? Or a pre-opera aria, like a little operetta, or no,
Right.
any, you know what I mean, canzonette, or whatever they call it, canzones. So it's a little different. It's not as art as the other ones are. The other ones are definitely painting pictures and art and creating things. This is kind of like it has a little bit more oneness in a way because of the way it's written. The
Mm-hmm.
it's so you're doing better with that, no problem. I would say in this case, and the Italians would say the same thing. It's all about bel canto. That's about it, right? Just sing beautifully, and it's the end of story, which is different than the other ones. Like I said, more painting. So with this one, every time you went in the space at the back, like I think you did more with those were beautiful every time you did that, right? So with this one, I would just say, see what happens when pull that. I usually don't even talk a lot about that space, but in because some people are too woofy. But in your case, you can pull that space back, and also you're mature enough to be doing it without affectation. That's the other reason why I don't often talk about it, is when we don't want to affect it. Your technique, there's a lot of foundational good stuff in your technique. You sing naturally, very good. Now create some more space now that everything is in place. So I would say if you have a moment, you don't have to do the whole thing of this, but to try especially the onset. Onset and long notes. Get them into here. All the portamenti, see if you can get them in there. Why don't we try a bit of it, eh?
Okay.
That's all you need to think for this. Enjoy, wallow. I guess it's wallow.
Why did what the
You don't have to do the whole thing.
Okay, no, let me try it then
Did your accompanist leave you?
again. Hmm?
Your accompanist went ahead of you.
Yeah.
Cool. Stop for one sec. Put a pause. Just a pause. Way better. Do you feel it?
Mhm.
Way better. Now, I forgot to mention one thing. That's why the pause. I think also with respect to the fact that this is an art, it may be good to have a persona that is very higher and focused, perhaps, than on the screen. Do you know what I
Mhm.
mean? This is whatever about the moon or whatever. a little bit more affected in that way in terms of the stance and the where you're at as an opera singer. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Continue a little bit. If with that I there, you can at least see it. I'll send this to you. Yeah, I think it works very well when you are not looking at the camera. And take more time for that one. Nice. You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
That's very good. So I'll say very quickly that when you're standing and you're not looking at the camera for this, an opera aria like this, you really appear more regal, much stronger regal. I'm looking up from down, but I could only imagine it would be the same. So it's more regal, your body more still, which was good. So keep that stable body. We don't need to, emote with the body at all, especially in opera, just stable in this opera aria anyway. Very stable. Um, I would agree in repeats. No, anywhere there's a repeated word, it's more poignant or whatever it is. So in that way, things are don't have to be as linear in those instances. I think you'll know what I mean. Even
Mm-hmm.
when it's not yes, you don't have you're not given a lot of time, but you can still do
Yeah.
something different when you more pleading or something like that when you're repeating the diction, so it doesn't just go da da dee 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 dee, right, dee dee da da da, like I'm just exaggerating, right? But you know what I mean. So other than that, good.
Okay.
A nice program. And I look forward to hearing the thing, and I'm hoping that it's going to be public, right? So make
Yeah.
I can invite people, or you'll have a link. Is it going to be on a certain time, or it'll be any time?
Yeah, I'm gonna try like 7 or something.
Oh, so you're literally going to just live stream at that time, and they can't see it any other time?
Oh well, no, I'll save it on. I'll save. Well, I have to figure out how I'm gonna live stream it. But if I can't, I'm going to. It's going to be online. It's going to be.
Yeah, because I just want to be able to figure out how to set even one song, or just a couple of little mini excerpts that I could
Okay. Yeah.
promote.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They're all separate videos, so I can.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. That would be great. Once you're finished. Okay, let me know the time and stuff.
All right.
And I will on how to get connected if it's public, and I will send promotion for this from the studio. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
127. Enjoy your class, and
Okay.
have a great time. We'll connect soon, but great working with you. Okay, my dear. Been
Yes, you
a
too.
blast.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We'll talk. We'll have that coffee or dinner or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.